Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 16th of April, 1982. And the title is The Confluence-Aged Court of Self-Sovereignty is the most elevated court. In which court has Bap Dada come today? In today's gathering, Bap Dada is seeing his children, the royal souls, who are cooperating in the task of establishment of the kingdom of the world. That is, he is seeing his children who are carrying out all the activities of the kingdom and who have a right to the kingdom. The special, most elevated jewels of this court of self-sovereignty may be far from Bap Dada personally in their corporeal form, but in the form of the rosary. Baba sees those who have a right to the kingdom in front of him on the throne. Each of you cooperative souls who has a right to the kingdom is sparkling with the sparkle of your own specialty. Each one is decorated with the ornaments of different virtues. What is the sign of having a throne in a kingdom? All of you are sitting at court, are you not? Some of you are at the front and others are at the back. But all of you are in the court. The canopy, the sign of the throne of the kingdom, is sparkling very well. Each of you has a double canopy. One is the crown of light, the symbol of the angelic form, and the other crown is of unlimited service for world benefit. All of you have a crown, but it is number-wise. Both crowns of some of you are equal. Some have one crown bigger and the other crown smaller. For some, both crowns are small. As well as this, each of you has your own personality of purity for a right to the kingdom. The royalty of spirituality of each one is visible number-wise. Therefore, Bap Dada is seeing the court of such cooperative souls, of those who have a right to the kingdom. There is so much difference between the elevated confluence-aged court and the court of the future royal kingdom. The court of this time is the foundation of the court for many births. The form and system of the court of the present time will form the foundation of the future court. Can you see where your position is in court of the cooperative souls who have a right to the kingdom? Do all of you have the instrument with which to check? Since scientists are able to take pictures of the galaxy with new inventions, and since they are able to give you information about the atmosphere there, and are able to give you news in advance of the upheaval of nature and the elements that are to happen, then can you, elevated souls, who have all the powers and the authority of the Father, on the basis of the knowledge of the three aspects of time, and with the instrument of divine intellect, not know your present and also your future? All of you have this instrument, do you not? All of you have attained a divine intellect. You also know how to use this instrument of a divine intellect and where to use it. That is, in which stage you have to stabilize yourself and use it. Stabilize yourself in the stage of knowing the three aspects of time, and on that basis, use this instrument. Do you know how to use it? First of all, do you know how to stabilize yourself in your position? That is, do you know how to stabilize yourself in a particular stage? Therefore, check yourself with this instrument and see what your number is. Do you understand? Today, Baba is not telling you about the complete renunciates. Now, the last course remains. Today, Bapdada is seeing his companions of the royal court. All of you have arrived here. In today's gathering, there are more especially loving souls. Therefore, in order to give the return of love for your love, Bapdada has also arrived in this loving gathering. You are souls who have the zeal and enthusiasm to celebrate a meeting. Bapdada has also arrived for this celebration of the children's enthusiasm in order to celebrate a meeting with you. This too is a meeting of ocean of love and the rivers. To celebrate a meeting means to celebrate a festival. Today, Bapdada has also come into the meeting of this celebration. Bapdada is pleased to see the souls who are celebrating a meeting. Out of such a huge unlimited world, those from such a huge population, the variety of souls who are fortunate to receive love and have attained the fortune of having a meeting. Souls who had no hope in the world claimed the fortune of having all their hopes and desires fulfilled, whereas souls who are very well known in the world and in whom there are great hopes are left wondering and searching. While wondering about their searching, they are completely lost in that and have themselves become lost. However, you loving souls attained God on the basis of your love. So, who is elevated? Some are debating the scriptures and are left behind, lost in the scriptures. Some become great souls, but are deprived of their fortune because of being caught up in the minor illusion of the soul and the Supreme Soul. They are deprived of becoming children and claiming a right to the Father. Great scientists are lost in their own search. Politicians are left behind, creating their plans. Innocent devotees are left behind, searching for God in every particle. However, who has attained him? The innocent children of the innocent Lord. Those with a clever head haven't attained him, but those with an honest heart have attained him. This is why there is the saying that the Lord is pleased with an honest heart. With an honest heart, all of you can be seated on the heart throne. When you have an honest heart, you can make the Father, the comforter of hearts, belong to you. The Father, the comforter of hearts, cannot stay in your remembrance for even a second unless there is an honest heart. The hopes and desires of the elevated thoughts of those with an honest heart are easily fulfilled. Those with an honest heart experience the constant company of the Father in all three forms: the corporeal, the subtle, and incorporeal. Acha, to the flowing Ganges who constantly celebrate a meeting with the ocean of love, to those who on the basis of their love constantly experience Bapdada belonging to them in all relationships, to those who make a permanent bargain with the innocent Lord, to such loving, elevated souls with an honest heart, Bapdada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Bapdada meeting teachers. 1. What do the servers constantly keep in their intellect? Do you only remember service, or do you have remembrance and service? When there is the balance of both remembrance and service, there will automatically be growth. The easy way for growth is balance. At the present time, the greatest desire of all souls is peace. Therefore, whenever you see that service isn't growing, that it is the same as before at that center, create an atmosphere like that of a Shanti Kund, a sacred area of peace. Prepare a room especially of this atmosphere and design. You can make it like you make Baba's room, so that amidst upheaval, they are able to see a peaceful corner. By creating such an atmosphere that gives an experience of peace, service will easily grow. The museum is fine, but that is something to hear and see. The museum is fine for those who want to hear and see. The museum is fine for those who want to hear and find out more. But people have become tired having heard so much. Therefore, create a place of peace for them. The majority now say to you, "We have seen and heard everything of yours." But no one says, "We have attained everything." As yet, they don't say that they have had an experience or attained anything. The way to make them experience something is to make them sit in remembrance and give them the experience of peace. If they have an experience of even 2 minutes of peace, they wouldn't be able to leave. Therefore, both facilities should be created, not just a museum, but also a sacred area of peace. The museum in Abu is good, but the place of peace is also attractive. If they don't understand from the pictures, then if they are made to sit in remembrance for a couple of minutes, their impression and their desire changes. Then they understand that they can find something here, that it is possible to attain something here. When a desire to attain something arises, it becomes easy for them to take steps to go there. Therefore, adopt such means of expansion. However, Otherwise, when servers are content with themselves and with everyone, there is automatically zeal and enthusiasm for doing service and cooperating. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to make them do anything, because contentment easily brings about zeal and enthusiasm. A server should have the special aim of remaining content and making others content. 2. Are you holy swans who constantly stay on the shore of the ocean? Swans always live on the shore of an ocean, and they constantly play in the waves of an ocean. Do you experience yourselves to be such holy swans? The intellect of those who constantly pick up jewels of knowledge, that is, who imbibe jewels of knowledge, is always filled with jewels of knowledge. All the rest are wasteful situations and scenes, and are just stones. Swans never take stones, they always pick up jewels. Therefore, there should never be any influence of anything wasteful. If you become influenced by that, then that is what you will churn and speak about. And by churning and speaking about that, the atmosphere becomes like that. The situation may not be anything, but the atmosphere becomes as if the biggest mountain has fallen. If there is churning going on in your mind and you speak about something, then even a trivial thing becomes as big as a mountain because it spreads in the atmosphere. However, if you merge that situation and overcome it by becoming a detached observer, then that situation becomes like a mustard seed. So, you are constantly a holy swan who constantly lives on the shore of the ocean. Constantly maintain the awareness of this form. 3. In order for servers to become embodiments of success, become equal to the Father. Remember just one expression: follow the Father. Whatever action you perform, first check whether it is the Father's task. If it is the Father's task, it is also your task. If it is not the Father's, it is not yours either. Always keep the testing stone of checking in this way. To follow the Father means the Father's thoughts are your thoughts, and the Father's words are your words. What will happen through this? Just as the Father is constantly an embodiment of success, so too you yourself will also become a constant embodiment of success. Therefore, continue to place your steps in the Father's footsteps. When someone continues to move forward and you just continue to follow him, you easily reach your destination. Therefore, those who follow the Father will be liberated from laboring and will constantly continue to experience easy attainment. Meeting Kumaris. 1. What is the aim of you Kumaris? Do you experience all attainments within yourself before becoming busy doing service? However many treasures you have in yourself, you will accordingly be able to give those to others. Do you pay attention to this spiritual study every day? As well as studying, you also take any chance of serving, while constantly considering yourself to be a godly student. Pay attention to the study. The more attention you pay to studying, accordingly, you will become experienced and enable others to study. At the present time, you can see what household life is. A householder's life means to become trapped in an unlimited jail. You are now free, are you not? You are free from so many bondages. Therefore, constantly maintain the stage of being free from bondage and liberated in life. Never have any thought of wanting to see or experience for yourself what household life is. You are very fortunate that you belong to the Father in your Kumari life. Therefore, become a right hand, not a left hand. 2. Have all of you Kumaris made a firm deal with the Father? What deal have you made? You said, Baba, I belong to you. Then the Father said, the child is mine. Is the deal you made firm? You won't make another deal, will you? What would be the condition of those who place their feet in two boats? They would neither belong here nor there. You are clever in making a deal, are you not? Look at what you give, an old body that you continue to have stitched up with a needle, a weak mind that has no power, and dirty money. And what do you receive in return? A kingdom that is guaranteed for 21 births. You would never have made such a deal throughout the whole cycle. So, have you made this deal firm? Have you written an agreement? Bap Dada loves Kumaris because they are surrendered and have become teachers. When Kumars surrender, they are not called teachers, they are called servers. A Kumari receives the seat of a teacher. Today, she is a Kumari, and tomorrow, everyone sees her as an instrument teacher equal to the Father. Therefore, you have become elevated, have you not? If you become elevated in your Kumari life, then you are saved from climbing the wrong ladder. You didn't climb that one, and you therefore don't have to make the effort to come down it. Those who live in a household have to make that effort. Therefore, you Kumaris who are constantly world benefactors, Bap Dada considers all of you to be an embodiment of success. Go ahead of one another, race, but do not compete. Look at everyone's specialty and become special souls. Acha. 3. Instead of considering yourself to be a Kumari or a server, consider yourself to be a Shakti form. Are you constantly aware of your Shiv Shakti form? By considering yourself to be an embodiment of power, there will constantly continue to be an increase of powerful souls from service. As the land, so is the fruit that emerges. However powerful you make your stage and the atmosphere, so the souls that emerge will also be like that. Otherwise, weak souls will come and you will have to make a lot of effort with them. Therefore, may you always have your Shiv Shakti form in your awareness. You are not a Kumari, not a server, but a Shiv Shakti. There are many servers. Nowadays, many receive this title. However, your specialty is to be combined Shiv Shakti. Remember this specialty and you will easily experience growth in service and have elevated experiences. A return has to be given for the gift of the lift of doing service that you have received. What is the return? To become a powerful embodiment of success. Acha, blessing, may you be a master creator who looks after the world with the airplane of a divine intellect. To the extent that your intellect is divine, it will accordingly, on the basis of that divinity, have a fast speed. Therefore, tour the whole world very clearly with the airplane of your divine intellect and look after all souls. Make them content. The more you tour around as a ruler of the globe, the more the sound will emerge everywhere that they saw a light, that they saw angels walking. For this, as well as being a self-benefactor, become a world benefactor and master creator. Slogan: to be a master bestower and enable souls to experience attainment is to become equal to Father Brahma. Om Shanti.